Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Thank you guys for all your love and support. I thought I would do a gigantic soulmate read with as many details as I can channel. I was meditating before, if Spirit could help me with initials, maybe names, locations, zodiac signs, whatever we could kind of get in the largest amount of all the tiny little details, looks if possible. Sometimes the information is channeled so heavily that it's like, just because of time constraints and details, I just do it as it comes. Sometimes it's much more personality heavy. Sometimes it's much more locale and what they experience in life and their kind of essence. It's that sort of thing, you know, and the compatibility and all of that. So we're going to work with that, and we're going to begin so we can max out the time here. So we have 3 cards to choose from, Bastet, and we have a clear crystal quartz as well, and a corresponding number of 13. Then we have the second one, which is also number 2, Cupio Dissolvate, and we also have Arwen's beautiful necklace right here, the little fairy necklace. Then we have number 3, which is 40, the Sovereign Queen Maeve, and then we have the beautiful Austrian fire topaz, which is unbelievable. And you guys, these are all in my store too. And always remember to ask me if I run out of something. I can oftentimes relocate these crystals. I can remake them. You know, they just might take a week or two. So just let me know too. So we are going to begin. This is very exciting. And we're going to start with Bastet. And firstly, I like to go over sort of the meaning of that card as well. So this sort of has the meaning of you maybe might be moving so fast for so long that you're not realizing how wound up you might have become. Gently unwind now to drop to a deeper, slower healing rhythm, and you will restore your body, mind, and soul. Things which seem too difficult right now will soon seem very manageable and even pleasurable to accomplish. You know, I can attest to this. Sometimes when I get excited about doing projects, I will literally fill my plate to the max and I'll just go, go, go. And then I'll realize it's midnight and, you know, without taking breaks. And that can take a toll on us. So this is saying really, really slow down, because the Egyptian cat-headed goddess of dance, festivals, birth, healing, and sacred potions is known as Bastet. Her sacred cult was one of beauty, pleasure, and enjoyment. So worshiping her was not about ignoring problems, but that's part of being alive, right? So just like cats can see in the dark and are natural and skillful hunters, Bastet was often called upon for psychic protection from hidden negatives to secure one's life force and enhance one's vitality. So I definitely feel in the soulmate journey that you're having right now that you are going to be divinely protected and guided, and call on that. Say, Spirit, please help me to slow down and recognize the synchronicities that are coming my way so I can connect on the astral plane with my divine other, so I can have dream sequencing, and you can also do lucid dreaming. As it sort of advances and the love gets closer, some really unique things happen within the relationship itself, and how you can stop any self-sabotaging you know, kind of behaviors that might have happened in the past before. And that's usually doubt, fear, people thinking they have they're unprepared. Like, that's the number one complaint I hear with most people, is like unpreparedness. They're like, I'm not prepared. But part of this journey is that we're sharing our growth with our divine other, right? And we're learning, and they're helping us navigate all of that. But again, remembering to celebrate the beauty of the world of who you are without stressing about everything. So I want to see what spirit animal might come in for you guys and be an indicator. The crow. This is my spirit animal, and I'm very fortunate that whenever I'm getting a little oscillating too high and I'm trying to do too much and I'm actually having shallow breath because I overwhelm myself, I have a crow that comes in my yard and legit starts squawking so loud. And immediately I feel calm and cool. Now, my birthday, I had 2 the second I woke up, cawing outside the back door. And they're just a beautiful, restful, holy reminder that Spirit is always with us and helping us. So let's get some clues and cues on what's going on. We are going to see personality types. We're going to get any kind of indicators as possible. I'm excited. I feel like that they might, this looks like a 6-month time frame right here with this. And also I feel like you're going to have all your ducks in a row. You're going to feel very calm and settled in your life. Slowly but surely that's going to come about in the next couple weeks. You're going to be breathing easier, knowing that we're not meant to finish everything and, you know, have this crazy sprint to the finish. Life is to be like savored and enjoyed, and you're going to have a really even temperament. You're going to be feeling good about things. You're going to be saying and feeling the most kindest energy and be your optimal self, just really balanced, because you have a lot of clarity. And what happens is when we're calling in this significant love, we raise our vibration and our frequency. We think more loving thoughts. We behave more lovingly. Again, I feel like this person stands up for something with this justice and this standing up for rights. I feel like this person might be a human rights activist. They might be a lawyer for the environment. There's something here that I'm getting that's involving law on a very heavy scale, but about human injustice, things of that nature too. So let's see what possible countries. I'm going to pull 3. We have Ukraine, we have Portugal, and give these a little spin, and we have Canada. Now again, you guys remember, this is for a huge collective. So not every little thing is going to be on the dot, the country, the initials, whatever. This is just for a huge collective to gather as much information as we can. So again, Ukraine, Portugal, and Canada. So if you're taking any trips or you're thinking of moving somewhere or doing something, this can be a really good indicator of that. So let's try to get some initials as well. So the initials P and D, and they can be flipped around too. It can be D, P, P, D. So it can be Paul, it can be David, it can be Diana, it can be Persephone, it can be Patrice, Patty, any of those. So those are some of the initials as well. I like to just pull 2 because when I pull a whole bunch, I feel like, you know, again, because it's for so many people, it can be all different things that are added or taken away in terms of country, initials, whatever, and every last thing is most likely not going to add up. So we have scorpionic energy for them. They can be a Scorpio and or an Aries. Very interesting. Aries energy is fantastic for the dynamic leadership capabilities they have. They are so tenacious. They do not give up, but they have a beautiful flair for the romantic, a highly romantic sign, just very fiery and strong and athletic and gorgeous. Right away I'm seeing gorgeous, very sort of, this is someone who works out. They have a lot of lean muscle mass, male or female. It's just, I'm seeing a lot of beautiful muscle tone. Like they walk a lot, they like to run, they like to exercise and engage in all kinds of activities. And scorpionic energy is wonderful too. I feel like they're super creative. They're quite a magic sign. I mean, they are like fire and ice combined, because one moment it's like they can just be like a sunburst, going out and experiencing everything, and they really do want to put the entire world in a cup and drink it up. They want to know, they want to experience, they want to have all this beauty and energy and everything around them. And they definitely do like devotion. They can be quite possessive or jealous because it's just in their fiery nature, but beautiful energy. So let's reiterate here for a moment, and then I'll ask for some more clues because I want some more things about personality as well. So Scorpio and Aries, and then the initials PD, DP. This can be their heritage, where they live now, their lineage from way back, what they most associate with. So, Ukraine, Portugal, Canada, beautiful. So going back here, looking at these cards, I just want to get a few more components to the personality. So what I'm going to do is dig into these so I can get as much as I can out of it. I love these little, they're like half size decks, and I love them because when I want a lot of information, I can really get some extra stuff out of here. Let's see what's going on. We'll start with this because I'm feeling like some areas of High Priestess. So again, very spiritually elevated to a huge degree. This person, yeah, I feel like they've traveled so much and experienced so much that they've taken the best of all different religions and kind of adopted those philosophies. You know, the Eastern ones of karmic, just everything that is a simple premise that when we work from spirit and soul, the best of us comes out, you know, all about treating others well, treating the earth well, a lot of shamanic rituals in their life. The devil, they've left behind, I feel like a lot of people that really discover themselves have gone through a devil phase, usually addiction of some kind, and they come out the other side. It can be gambling, it could be drugs, it could be drinking, it could be sex, it could be anything, but they've come through the other side. And this is something they've released, because a lot of people that are also very spiritual and empathetic, the world is a very heavy place, and it can be, everything can seem distorted, because a empath and a highly spiritual person has amazing standards, but the world doesn't meet it in a lot of regards, so they prefer escape. So that was part of their life for a while, but now they've flipped over and done a complete another 180 to the high priestess of really healthful living, thinking, and created abundance due to this. And again, with this 4 of Wands, they're a planner, which is really nice. They're someone who loves social events. You can bring them anywhere. They are really high emotional intelligence. They know what to say, a very eloquent speaker. Just grace and dignity personified. Like, you bring them anywhere and you're proud to be with them, because they really have their act together. They care about people, and that rings really true. I mean, their authenticity and their, they kind of are like divinely graceful in all that they do, and you feel that and see that, as do others, and it makes it makes a really harmonic relationship with other people within your family, because they become the glue and also like the mediator in arguments, because they're excellent. That, again, I feel like law is definitely involved to some degree with this person. They may just have a law degree, but they understand and have a deep knowledge of law as well. I feel like a lot of it has to do with human rights and standing up for people, animals, environments as well. So that's you, group 1. Beautiful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read, if you want to go to my Etsy store, all these goodies and stones are in there. And you want like the really minutia of, you know, what's coming in your love life. That's one of my specialties. I love doing soulmate reads, and twin flames, and past lives. Those are some of my favorite reads to do. So look out for crows, because that's going to be one of your messengers, you know, a harbinger of good news for you too. And you'll see them more and more, and you'll see them in large groups. And some people get a little startled by them, because they can make hella noise when they're all together, but I love it. It's like music to my ears. So that's you guys. Beautiful. Now on to number 2, Cupio Dissolvi. I love that. When I first saw that, I thought that was like Latin for Cupid's dissolving. I was like, what is that? Okay, so let's see what's going on. So this is saying, you know, it's time to let go. Things are working out in their own way right now. So trust in your heart that is very wise, that it's leading you to a soul healing journey right now, the right spiritual path. And you know, no path when we're increasing our awareness is easy, right? When sometimes we look at the world without those rose-colored lenses, and it's really startling at times. People can be really insensitive, and people can be really greedy and selfish. But when we realize that everything is yin and yang, and you know, there's receptivity and there's giving, it's like we don't have to be around those people that constantly just want to take. We can remove ourselves. We are not held accountable for the actions of others in our family or friendships that are greedy, insecure, selfish, and lacking in regard for our feelings. You know, just let them go. People feel bad, and they're always like, oh, I'm in a relationship and I really don't love this person, but I guess, you know, I'm going to have to let them go. I'm going to be, you know, the villain in this. And I'm like, that doesn't make anybody a villain, because they do not feel a passionate attraction to somebody. You know, sometimes we don't, and we have to remember personally too, to not take that as a rejection of our essence and self. There's simply a lack of compatibility, and that happens probably, you know, 7 out of 10 times. So, you know, it's an energy exchange. If our energies are good, we know that, and when your significant other comes in, you're going to feel it right away, everywhere. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and a resolution right now, but you have to let go and allow that to happen. And that, I hear that is about maybe an impatience and all the specifications, like things, whatever plan we have for ourselves. Spirits is so much wiser and richer in that. We have to trust in that, because it is true. Events are unfolding according to a really beautiful high plan right now. So even if your plans are going awry, know that it'll come together at the right time and in the best way possible. Surrender your struggle and hold on to your faith. I'm hearing these very clearly, because I feel like some of you get angst before the holiday time. You may not want to spend time with a certain group of people, but it's like, don't let it derail you or make you anxious or feel, oh my gosh, what, holy crap. Oh, okay. So right away, this is about the connection, you and their personality. And this is amazing. Again, the last group too, I feel like this isn't a 6-month time frame that they are going to pop in on the scene. And again, this is somebody who is going to bring you into the limelight. This is somebody that's going to bring you, because you already have a certain amount of beautiful skill sets that people would really appreciate and want to have around and experience. This person's going to show absolute amazing faith in you and give you the confidence to do these things, whether it's to write that book, start your own YouTube channel, start your own practice of some kind. Whatever you have in terms of offering the world is a really substantial and beautiful, and your soulmate is going to help you bring this to the forefront and actualize it. Sometimes we just need that unique, powerful individual that tells us, of course you can do whatever you want, you know, front and center. There's no reason you should ever be behind the curtain. You know, it is your time to shine, and they're going to help you, because I feel like your life is going to be an epic whirlwind when they arrive, partially due to this world. This person has traveled, experienced a lot. They are extremely affable and have a great personality and can fit in any kind of social circle, and is charm and just beauty, and they love a beautiful kind of aesthetic to things. They are extremely well dressed, very handsome and beautiful, man or woman. I just feel like there's a gorgeous bone structure in place, tall, lean, athletic, really has a dynamic, just, I can't even explain it, has that dynamic personality, you know, like George Clooney when he walks in a room, that sort of suave where it's rich and buttery and effortless. That's part of them. They have effortless, but super high intellect. I mean, can see BS a mile away, can problem solve like a wizard, helps in so many life regards. So let's see too if we can get some initials. We get these cups, and then we're going to find locations, because I feel like those are coming in, and I have some cards here too. See, so we have S and B, so it can be B, S, S, B. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, B, S. I feel like it can be B, T, T, B, or B, S, S, B, because I'm seeing all of those letters. At first I was like TSB, TSB, and it's funny how it says the, so we'll take that too. So it can be a TS, it can be a TB, BS, you know, I'm seeing all kinds of Brian's, Brianna's, all of that sort of thing, Susan's, Stevens, all kinds of things like that. I definitely feel that this person is so dynamic. It's like there's such a ridiculous head turner when they come in the room that your first thought is, I think everybody thinks this person is their soulmate, but their direction is immediately turned on you, and that's when you realize the connection. And it's kind of that feeling that your heart, no lie, is being squeezed. That's the closest I can ever think. It's almost like somebody punches you in the heart, like you're winded. You're literally like winded. So let's see, I have Taurus. These are possible zodiac signs. I like Taurus and Pisces. Now, two really beautiful energies. Taurus is very grounded and earthy, centered, dynamic in the regard that they're very they're a self-contained unit. They can take care of themselves, and they're very good in not getting overworked. You could literally be having an avalanche going on in your yard, and they're like, all right, well, we'll just wait till this takes place. We'll get on the safest ground, and then we'll take care of it after. I've never seen a Taurian lose their mind over things. They're very, very grounded. Pisces, I feel, is one of the most dynamic signs in the zodiac, where I feel like they can be so multifaceted. They will have all these crazy attributes, gifts, and things, and you won't even know about it until they need it. And very, very super high intuition. A lot of them are psychic. A lot of them have a lot of clairaudiency, clairsentience, a lot of that. They're very, you know, there's so much kind of beautiful water fluid in their emotions that they can, I feel like they just get inside your head and heart, and they feel where you're going. They always have the right thing to say. Brilliant. Most Pisceans I met are absolute geniuses. You cannot beat them in any game. Scrabble, cards. They are chess players extraordinaire. They have this kind of extra gear in their head that makes them absolutely brilliant. Please comment below if you're a Pisces and you love games, because Pisces are fantastic at games. So let's see what else is going on. Let's get some locations where they could possibly be from. So we have Japan, India. I'm going to pull a few. USA. We'll pull one more. And Greece. Now this is funny because this is funny because I just have some friends that are near these different areas, and I feel like they would be prime matches of people that I'm thinking in my head. Now, forget about how awesome. I feel like people from Greece are so amazing in every way, shape, and form. I feel like they're the closest to fairies and angels on earth that they come. They are amazing poets. They are amazing scholars. They are amazing scientists, mathematicians. They're just off the charts. There's something in their brain or in that water, probably that beautiful diet of fish and, you know, fresh food all the time, that Mediterranean diet, but they're brilliant. USA, India, Japan. So this is, and when I pull these, I'm hearing the message of, you know, this can be lineage. This can be what they kind of equate their lifestyle with. They've lived there a long time. They're going to set up house there. It could be also places you're going to live together as well. So I'm loving that dynamic. That's really beautiful. So let's see. I want to pull one more. I wondered if I got that. I had a neat person. Oh, here we go. I was looking for these. So the overall message in this too is, you know, again, what we plant in the tree of life down here in the roots is where we plant these seeds, and then it makes branches in our life. So if we have love, unconditional love and patience, that comes out in a branch to, you know, a calm life. When we have kindness in our heart and we're discerning, then we can get rid of what doesn't work, basically the dead wood, right? And I feel like that's part of the message, because I remember at the beginning it was saying releasing and slowing down. What we don't need is more. I feel like now in your life, less is definitely more. You need to streamline, get rid of clutter, get rid of mental clutter, get rid of old relationship kind of conditioning and patterns that didn't work for you. Recognize how to kind of clarify what you really, really want. Again, you need to prune a tree. You need to water a tree. This tree of life is going to have you branching out in this beautiful, unexpected ways, and you're going to be much more aware. Your perspective is going to be so blossoming and rich and wonderful, because you're seeing and picturing this, and you're envisioning it, and you know it's meant for you, and you know it's on its way. So you feel healed, you feel excited, you're anticipating this, and it's really beautiful energy. So I'm so excited for you, group two. That is really beautiful. Oftentimes when impatience can creep in and people are like, when, on occasion, like I've read comments under other readers that I like, that if, you know, they've predicted a certain time or whatever, and then it doesn't come to pass for someone, and they're in a huge collective and they get all stroppy about it. It's like, that's not how we handle things. We have to know that when our time is here, we have to trust in that, trust in the universe that's coming for us. And this is remarkable, group two. I'm very excited for you. So yeah, again, and I also feel like your particular animals are albinos of whatever they are. I feel like you're going to see more and more of them. Albino kangaroos, albino koalas, albino alligators, just like albino animals. I keep seeing the alabaster, albino, all of that. And I feel like those are going to pop up. You're just going to see those images, and your numbers are definitely 222, 555. You're going to have a huge influx of that as well. So beautiful energy. And now we're going to be on, so if you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name's Melanie, and I post every day. I do a whole array of different subject matters, you know, whatever spirit feels like gifting me with that information that day, that's what we work with. So all my links are down below if you want a private read. I have an Etsy store where I use all natural crystal stones, and I make things from it. I can custom make things, and some people think it takes forever. It really doesn't. I can do it within 1 or 2 days. My whole aspect of anything that I do is as I receive information. I don't put that on the page and get to it later. I get it right then. Just like my readings, I do them within 24, 48 hours. I don't wait a week. As soon as I get them, I start working on them. And I'm very fortunate that I don't get it. It's kind of worked out where I get just the right amount daily, so I'm not inundated. And because I work through everything as it comes in, I don't get an avalanche of stuff that's saved up, because I never procrastinate. I get to it right away, because I also feel like that's what the energy is the strongest as well. As people are asking for help, that's when I feel like it should be tended to. I need a little bijou sip of coffee. So that is you. Beautiful. Yeah, rich, warm energy coming in a big way. So now we're on to the Austrian Ice Topaz and the Sovereign Queen Maeve. I feel like the majority of you guys probably picked this. Please comment down below if you did. When I saw this picture, I absolutely loved it. And here's what's weird. Look at this. I had this just put down on the thing, and I was like, that crown looks exactly like that. I like when the light that I use bounces off the crystals of this crown and it goes everywhere. It's so beautiful. So we're going to begin in, this is saying right now too that we have to value what's sacred to ourselves by protecting it from interference. Okay. So even if it's well intentioned by somebody, really just keep an eye out and protect your peace of mind, things like that. Don't be over giving, over sharing, going out of your way. Really protect your peace of mind and your privacy right now. I feel, be compassionate, but set these boundaries. You're going to triumph over a negative situation. I feel that some of you have some things going on at work right now where you feel like some people, they're just not doing their job and you're probably taking on their workload. You probably have a few gossips or undermining little turtles that are just kind of, scuttling around trying to cause a little distraction and problems, that if you just stay, in your beautiful headspace and whatever, anybody who gets up to devious stuff are always found out. I love the karmic rule of this. There's not a place that I haven't worked where people haven't just been slimy little characters and been able to get away with it for long. So just know that we don't have to be the town crier. Just let them hoist themselves by their own petard, because that's what's going to happen. Same thing if you have a sibling that's trying to undermine you, you're going to come out on top of this. So don't worry. It takes courage, but you're going to have more than enough of inner strength and resourcefulness. And more importantly, boldness right now to get over this hurdle, whatever it is that's distracting you. And you're going to get whatever you want to attain right now, whether it's that raise your own business, you're going to be reaching that, because, you are in this sovereign state of feeling like I deserve this. I'm a beautiful human being. I am a being of light and spirit, and I'm connected, and I know I'm divinely protected, and I'm ready. You're going to be able to connect with the higher worlds and open your heart and really move into the light. Because I feel like a portal between everyday reality and the beautiful rapture of spirit is going to be all around for you right now, right? You're going to go beyond the constraints of polite moralism and in the bliss, sacred passion. You're going to have this crazy grit and astuteness that's needed to cultivate and protect you in this light. You're just like, I am not engaging in this low vibrational garbage. I have a place I want to be. And you're going to have a high resolve for that and just dismiss any of the little crickets that are trying to chime in your ear. And part of this is due to the medicine wheel. Again, I always feel like this is when we tap into the true magic that is our soul, that knows what to listen to, what direction to go in. It's our blueprint of, goodness, ease, and spirituality. Like, you're really going to be able to tap in. And I feel like when I see all these animals, I feel like you take on these attributes. You're the snake that moves in between obstacles with ease. You're the eagle that has this great perspective. You're this beautiful leopard that can kind of have strength and prowess and power whenever you need. This hummingbird that is quick-witted and can get in and out of situations with ease and lightness. All of that. This is fantastic, like, perspective for everything. So let's see what's going on in terms of your soulmate. All right. So we have the two wands. A lot of you guys were asking about this deck. It is the El Marie Tarot. Ian got this for me for my birthday last year, and it is one of my favorite decks. It's so magical. The brightness, the color of the cards, everything is fantastic. I love that when I move this, the light actually makes it look like a light tunnel, and that's basically what's happening. You guys, a lot of your people are coming in very quickly in the new year. This Two of Wands, I'm feeling right away, especially because this 10 of Pentacles, you're at a finish line. The 10 is a pinnacle. It's the finish line, and I feel like you have sown these amazing seeds. You know what you want. You're in a great headspace. All of that. You have great abundance coming to you with the arrival of this. What's happening is everything's coalescing in a win-win for you. As your vibration frequency comes up, you have all this gratitude, so everything comes, the love, the money, the balance, the great headspace, heart space. Your chi is flowing, and when that happens, we look for opportunities, we look for good things, we look for things to be grateful for, so they arrive. And I feel like you're really in conjunction with all your blessings at once, and this is the new year. And I knew this would happen for quite a few of you, because 2020 is going to be the time extraordinaire where people are just on high alert for all the things that are healing, blessing, and abundant. Like, people they're just tired of the heavy 3D. They don't care about the materialism. They don't care how they appear, keeping up with the Joneses. Any of that little petty stuff is all released. So the beauty and magic that really exists everywhere is coming in. The soulmates, all of that, planning for a rich future together. And this person too, I feel like they're just a natural moneymaker, and you guys together are like, you know, you're like the Monopoly board while the boardwalk and Park Place are. It's like all of a sudden every good idea that you have, you act on very brilliantly, and it brings in more. I mean, the amount of money where your children and their children aren't going to have to worry, where you are basically banking it, investing it huge and wisely. This person is a real virtuoso with money. So let's see too. I'm going to go into the coin vault and see what zodiacs they can be. So we have Gemini, and I love Geminis because I feel like they're super charming, and they're also very diligent. They work hard. I mean, these people, damn, and they can fit in and maneuver in so many different social mores and groups and become like a chameleon. You know, they say Geminis are two-faced. I don't think so. I think it's adaptability. A lot of people slam Geminis, but I feel like they're one of the most adaptable signs. They move beautifully within this. And we also have Libra energy. Again, Libras, because they don't go too far to the left or right of emotions, they keep things in check. Therefore, they're able to see all the subtleties that other people may miss. If like there's an argument brewing and everybody's going crazy, and hot-headed Libra can remain utterly cool and objective about the matter, and kind of take in all the energy and observe everything and read the room and come out on top. Like they're probably the best gamblers because they have that poker face continually. You never know what the hell a Libra is thinking. They're one of the smartest signs. They make fantastic writers. Again, yeah, this beautiful, charming individual. So let's get some initials, and then we'll find out some countries too. Let me get all the cards ready. So again, you know, because it's for a collective, every last thing won't match up ideally, but we have T and S, S and T. So wow, it can be Thomas, it can be Tina, it can be Stephen, it can be Sarah, Susan, any of these things. So, and one may be yours and one may be the beginning of their name too. Remember, as a collective, it can be all sorts of things being spot on with one or two things off. So if you know you're talking to your soulmate and their name isn't Steven, you don't say, get out of here, get out of here, Kevin. You know what I mean? So let's see some countries. Italy, I was trying to say Italian and Italy at the same time, Brazilian, German. Again, this can be what they, this can be their lineage, this can be where they're living, this can be where you'll be living together. So we have Australian, Italian, Brazilian, German. And again, all of these, and I always get all these visions of people and their couple, and a lot of times I'm finding out from some people that the lineage can be mixed and have a whole bunch of stuff all combined in them. And I really like people that, you know, they have pride of place, but they're not like braggadocious, you know, like they're not World War II Germans. They are not in a German U-boat and living there. You know, Australians, I have to say, are some of my favorite people. New Zealanders and Australians, there's something absolutely magic about them. I feel like they're really connected to the earth and grounded in a spiritual, beautiful way. Like a shamanic kind of energy exudes from a lot of people that are in that area of the world, you know, just really gorgeous. There's something else I wanted to pull too. One more. I wanted to get one more thing. Okay. So yeah, Queen of, this is how I feel too. I like to always sometimes envision how you'll meet. I feel like this is just some social aspect through work. May actually be at a hospital, I'm feeling too. I feel like some of you guys, it's going to be within your school system, at a university. That's really playing prevalently too. And I feel like, you know, this is kind of like the all-seeing, being observant, what energies are coming in. Again, you guys, remember to ask for exactly what you want. Specify, start to write things down, envision. It's coming so quickly for this group. It's almost like taking my breath away. I realized I was speaking faster and faster because I feel like, you know, you kind of had an urgency. You're ready. You planted these seeds a long time ago. You are absolutely ready. And you're going to be on this wonderful odyssey and great trip with these individuals. And it's like one of those things where, you know, I just hear great wealth, like on an epic friggin' scale. So again, money is not what's so important here, but money gives us choices, and money's an energy. Think of all the scholarships you could buy people. Right away, I knew if I had vast wealth, I was buying everybody an education that wanted one, wherever they wanted it, you know, definitely better housing and things like that. But it's like one of those things where I feel like you're going to start a beautiful charity that is going to live for decades and decades and decades. You're beginning like an empire, And it's one of those things where you just move into it with ease. It's like a given. And again, because I feel like you kind of are an earth angel and you have very healing energy and you were put here to help and make a new definition of the word love for other people to realize it's generosity, it's caring, it's the collective. And that's these attributes that are just going to be oozing out of your pores because you now have the wherewithal and the resources to do it. So it's so beautiful, Group 3. I love that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, my Etsy store, my Patreon page, everything is down there. So please come visit. Thanks again, you guys. I'm going to go upload.